Ora, tēnā no te whare, ko Witeri Williams, a hau e mihi kawatura i a kutu. I pānui mai tēnei, i mātakitaki mai nei tēnei nā whakaachirana. Ahu mai a hau te hua te waka te aroa, i raro i ngā maunga poroporo a kia rangiru rāwa ko Otawa. Um, Tēnei te aroa waka e mihi kawana. Kia ora whānau, hail from the Bay of Plenty, but I've been in Auckland for some time now. Um, My role at Ruapotaka Marae has been based in the back office, sort of gearing up a business and analytics and insights team. No doubt many of you are suffering the same challenges that we are in terms of the current ecosystem for community organisations. So I suppose technology can be our best friend and can be a massive accelerator into the space, but it also, I suppose, has a lot of concerns as well. So I've limited us to ChatGPT and Copilot and Microsoft Copilot as part of our AI policy at Ruapotaka. We actually have to ask for each AI tool to be approved ahead of time. So I think it's important that to begin there in terms of at an organizational view, what is the stance of the organization and do you have an AI policy? If you
hmm
don't have an AI policy, get one. So I suppose that's the most I think that's a fundamental first thing. Yeah, I've kept the scope quite narrow for the time being, just because there's so many tools
hmm
out there and so many different variants of those tools. It's growing so fast, faster than what I can keep up with. Suppose for how it's helped me is that the AI can maintain the memory of the organization across multiple grants all at the same time. So if I've got multiple grants I've got to manage, there's a level of consistency that the AI tool can ensure that I maintain, even though I might be jumping from a health specific RFP specific to something that may be a community engagement to something that is more business and procurement with HUD or MBIE. The AI can ensure that the core elements and fundamentals of the organization, that those responses are standardized and consistent,
hmm
so that there's no um, I suppose not a drop. There's not a drop in the quality of what we're writing. So the AI for me has kept our proposal writing very consistent, and I think it's improved the standard of writing over time. The pitfall is how lazy is the writer. I think that's the biggest thing. If you're lazy, you can let the RFP run away with everything and think that everything's wonderful and thing. If you don't read everything that you put in there, that's if you don't read everything that you're putting in and you're not reading everything that you put out, that's then you're not in control. And I think in terms of if you're a senior manager, somebody's got to take responsibility for whatever's going up. And it doesn't matter whether that's 100% human writ or 100% AI writ. Somebody's got to push submit at some point in time. And if you don't take responsibility for what's going up, well, then you got to live with the consequences. So I'm looking to for a level writing at a high standard, and how do I maintain that standard at
hmm
multiple times with multiple variants across the different agencies and funders that we're and different capable that we're working with too. The time I get back in terms of so the time I'm having to spend doing this when it's just regurgitating standard information, that's what the AI is giving me back. So I don't have to, the repetitious stuff that I'm writing about Ruapotaka, I don't have to worry about. That's
Mm,
standardized, that's controlled. The things where I need to dive into what is the funder specifically wanting, that's where I can concentrate my time now. I can really refine that and go over and over and over and over and refine what's the message that gives the funder confidence that Ruapotaka can do this,
mhm,
that we're
mhm,
the right partner for this, that if you want community engagement, we're the right person to talk to. And I suppose one of the biggest things that I've done different to a lot of people I've talked to is that I've put our whole policy framework in regard to data, privacy, AI, anything digital, that's all sitting in the background of my projects.
mhm,
So the policies are actually sitting there, and then I've pushed and tested those policies to a certain degree to make sure that AI won't break those policies. So it
mhm,
doesn't matter how much I push something, the AI will remind me, oh, that's policy won't allow that. We need to go this way. So I've actually put the safe, I've made the effort to put safeguards inside the projects, not just assuming that I'm the safeguard, I
mhm,
suppose. So it's almost like I'm creating a version of Ruapōtakatanga in the AI environment where it can almost advocate for itself. It
mhm,
understand, it has a lot of information around the history of Ruapōtaka. It has a lot of cultural tools that I've put in there based on karakia, tauparapara, mō te Aotea Waiata, a whole lot of cultural elements. So there's a lot in there about our Ruapōtakatanga as well, and my policies and specifically the AI policy are sitting there as part of that. And that's all meant to be that safeguard around. But it's on me to build in the safety mechanisms and to be a responsible user. So I've been testing our policies right from the outset.